The Real Housewives of Atlanta just served us another messy drama. This time, it's between Porsha Williams and Angela Oakley, and it all started with an accusation that's leaving fans shook. According to Angela Oakley, Porsha allegedly said something very inappropriate about her husband, Charles Oakley, during a cast trip to Nashville. What did Porsha supposedly say? Angela claims that while she was on the phone with Charles, she overheard Porsha, who was reportedly drunk, say, "I should F Charles."
It's them just talking about my dress, and they spoke about my husband. Last night, she said, "I should Charles." They continue to talk.
Now, things are getting even messier because Angela says she tried to catch the moment on tape from her bedroom window. But when the recording came out, it only captured Porsha saying, "There goes Angela." So while the audio didn't actually confirm the alleged comment, the tension is still real. So we've got Angela's side of the story, but what about the other cast members? Several of them were there, and they're adding their 2 cents to this scandal. Kelly Farrell, one of the cast members, told producers that while she didn't directly hear Porsha say Charles's name, she does recall Porsha saying something along the lines of, "She better stop before I F her husband." That's a pretty intense thing to say, regardless of how it was worded. Meanwhile, Britt Eady and Shamia Morton also weighed in, recalling that the group had been discussing rumors about Charles Oakley's possible infidelity. However, neither Britt nor Shamia confirmed hearing Porsha's explicit comment about wanting to sleep with Angela's husband. So while some of the women remember the conversation, it's still unclear whether Porsha actually made the bold claim that Angela is accusing her of. Angela's reaction to this entire situation was pretty much what you'd expect. She was visibly upset and said she didn't want to fake anything with the group after hearing the comment. And let's be real, Angela isn't one to hold back. She pointed out Porsha's history with men, including her controversial relationship with her now ex-husband, Simon Guobadia, who was still married to another woman when Porsha got involved with him. Angela even dropped some major shade, saying, "You better listen when Porsha says she want to F your husband, because as history has shown us, she will." Angela wasn't playing nice, and her remarks definitely struck a nerve. Of course, Porsha didn't let this go without firing back. In her confession, she denied ever saying anything about Charles Oakley. In fact, she called Angela creepy for secretly recording the conversation. She also made it clear that she was not trying to disrespect Angela or her husband, despite what some of the other women might have heard. It's no surprise that Porsha would fight back, especially considering her past. Fans remember her messy relationship history, particularly with Simon, which still follows her around. But even though she's been in some hot water before, Porsha was adamant that she didn't say what Angela accused her of, but without concrete proof. It all just feels like a classic he said, she said situation. Let's be real. Real Housewives trips are infamous for causing drama. Alcohol, tension, and personalities clashing. It's a recipe for chaos. And Angela, being a newcomer to the group, probably didn't expect to get caught up in a scandal like this. But now that she has the attention, it's hard not to wonder if this was a chance for her to shine. Then there's Porsha, who's no stranger to drama herself. While she's one of the veterans on the show, her past is always going to be a talking point. Fans have been watching her since she was first introduced to the RHOA franchise, and there's no doubt she's had her fair share of relationship controversies. So when Angela hit back with those comments about Porsha's history, it added fuel to the fire. But did Porsha actually make the comment about Charles Oakley? That's the million-dollar question. No one really knows for sure. Here's the thing, there's no concrete proof. Angela may have tried to record the moment, but she didn't capture the key piece of evidence. If Porsha really said what Angela claimed she did, you would think that audio would have been crystal clear, but it wasn't. That makes it even harder to take sides, especially when people like Kelly Farrell have conflicting memories of the events. Kelly remembers hearing Porsha say, "She better stop before I F her husband," but that's different from saying, "I should F Charles." If you ask us, it seems like a lot of room for doubt. And when it comes to Real Housewives drama, there's always a little bit of misdirection. Could this whole thing be overblown for the sake of drama, or was Porsha really just being reckless with her words? Either way, this is a storyline we'll be hearing about all season. And of course, the fans are not staying quiet about this. Some are siding with Angela, saying that Porsha's past behavior makes her accusations totally believable. Others think Angela's just stirring the pot to create drama and secure her spot on the show. Either way, it's safe to say that the internet is buzzing, and this scandal is not going anywhere anytime soon. This wouldn't be the first time something crazy like this happens on Real Housewives. If anything, it shows how reality TV thrives on these moments. Whether it's a shady remark, a drunk confession, or a quiet recording session, it keeps us all coming back for more. At the end of the day, this situation is just another piece of the puzzle in the ongoing drama that is the Real Housewives of Atlanta. There's no doubt that things are going to get even messier when this is all brought up at the reunion. Porsha's denials, Angela's accusations, and the other women's scattered memories make it clear that this isn't a black and white issue. We may never know the full truth of what was said by the pool, but one thing's for sure: the RHOA franchise is going to milk this for all it's worth, and the fans are definitely here for it. Some are just glad to see Angela doing God's work. One comment reads, "I'm glad Angela is exposing the frauds, and Shamea is going along W the BS when she shouldn't be, and others think this is just classic Porsha behavior. It's nothing new. Porsha will sleep with anyone." But what do you think? Is there more drama coming our way? Let us know all about it down below.